Hey everyone, welcome to Christy Gay Hikes. It's been a while since I have done a video. It's end of April, so it's time to share my summer hiking plans. All right, everyone, I'm so glad to be back making videos, and I'm most excited that it is almost time to start summer hiking back up. So I'm excited to announce that this summer I have 2 hikes planned. I'm going to go back and do the Benton MacKay Trail. If you did follow along with me, or if you didn't, I'll kind of fill you in. But I have gone twice and started the Benton MacKay Trail. The year before last in the summer, I started. I think I maybe made it halfway. I don't even know if it was halfway. And then I got off, and then I went back last summer and I completed all but 88 miles. I got started in the Smokies and then just decided I was done and came home. I was supposed to go and do the Colorado Trail, which I've done half of that, but yeah, I just can kind of get myself in a mental state where I think I can't finish the trail, or I think I need to go home. And so yeah, it's just a lot of mental stuff. So, physically you get in shape just walking, and that was okay. But anyway, you can always go back and you can start again. So that's what my plans are. So I will go in June or into May, and I will go back, get started, and I'm going to do the entire trail. I'm one of those that I have to start completely over. I don't want to just start where I left off and finish up. I want to do the trail in its entirety. That's just how I am. So I'm really excited about it, because you already know where you've been and you have some idea on where to stop. And so, yeah, I'm excited to do that. And when I'm finished, I'm going to fly to Denver, and by golly, I'm doing that Colorado Trail. So that's my plan, to do Benton MacKay and Colorado Trail. So last year, and even the summer before, if you've seen any of my stuff, I always get to the end of the school year and decide that I'm done with teaching. All right, everyone, 31 years of teaching and I'm done. I'm retiring for the second time. I think this is it, and that I'm going to retire for good. So I've done that. Well, I did it right there at COVID, and I really did retire for a year. And then I've done it 2 more times, but have gone back to work. So this summer, I'm not planning on retiring just yet. So I have exactly 2 months to go and do both of those trails, and then be back to start school. So I kind of have a little bit of a challenge to complete those within a certain amount of time. So some of the things that I've done this year to kind of help myself to be a little more physically fit to start off on the trail is I've been walking a lot. I moved into being a librarian, which is a lovely job, very stress-free, no stress at all, which I love. So this was my 32nd year of teaching. So I've enjoyed not having a bunch of stress and stuff in the classroom. But so I've got to do a lot of walking by being on more duties at school. I walk a lot around the library, so I easily can do 5 or 6 miles a day just by doing that. and then I would come home or go to the gym and walk more, because my goal is to be able to walk 15 miles a day. That's what I want my mileage to be, at least that. Just because I need to finish in 2 months. Plus, I don't know, I think that's a pretty good pace once you get worked up to that. But anyway, so I've done that. I come out here I live kind of out in the country a little. I'm very fortunate to have a place to come. So you can see I have like this ditch road area that I can walk. If you can see back up here, I have all of these hills that I can get out on. We have washes that I could go walk in the sand, which is really good exercise. So I've done that. But yeah, I've just tried to get out and do a lot of walking. That way, you know, you can't ever just completely mimic what it's going to be like hiking on a trail. I mean, you'll definitely get in better shape as you start that. But, you know, I never have wanted to just go into it not being, you know, a little bit prepared, being able to walk. So, yeah, each summer I've done a little bit better. This will be my 7th summer of hiking. And so, you know, I've learned a whole lot, and I'm still learning. I will never know everything there is to know. But I do know that it'll help if you are getting out on the trail, if you're just a little bit prepared and in a little bit of shape and able to walk. It helps. It makes it a lot more enjoyable. So I've done that. I'm fixing to kick up my strength training just to try to strengthen my core for, you know, I've done a little bit of stuff, but I'm going to try to hit it a little harder. That way I can carry my pack around. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. But I hope you guys will all follow along and see if the 3rd time's the charm for me on this Benton Mackay Trail. So I have swore to myself that I'm not getting off of that trail or the Colorado Trail unless I break my femur. That's what I always say. God forbid. Hope I don't do that. You know, or somebody at home needs me. Then yes, I would get off and come home. But I'm not going to let my headspace get bad enough that I think I've got to get off the trail. So I'm toughing it out. I'm going to do it. I hope you guys will follow along, and I'll see you later.